All right, hello everyone, and welcome to strength training. So we're going to begin first with our warm-up. So let's begin by bringing the feet hip width apart. We're going to focus on 10 squats to begin. So just nice and easy on the way down, just focusing on waxing out those joints, of course, and taking your time just to see how you feel with the movements. So we're going to go for a couple more here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, good job. Okay, so let's pivot over to the left. We're going to sink into the right knee and the hip. So just paying attention to that, and then sinking into the front knee as well. We're going to hold that movement, and then we're going to take some arm swings up and down. So a nice big lift up. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's change it over to the other side. So we'll sink into that left knee and hip, and then nice big lift up, sinking into the front knee, nice big reach, and just think about squeezing that glute on the left side as you do the lifts. Okay, so let's change it over. So I'm gonna get you to bring that right leg back again. So that left knee is forward. Just make sure that that left knee here doesn't cave into the center, but tracks a little bit out towards the baby toes. And then we're gonna take some rotations here, moving through the core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now switch those feet again. Bring that right foot forward. Make sure that the knee tracks out towards the baby toe, sit into the hip, and then we're going to take some reaches to the sides, opening up the body here. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so let's bring that right back to center. Okay, so planting the left foot, we're going to do some swings forward and back. So nice big lift up. So remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. So we're aiming for 10. So we got 4 more. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's change it over. So planting the right foot, and then on the left side, take those big swings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now switch it back over, plant that left foot on the right side. Let's bring it forward, side to side here. So get those arms in there, windshield wiper those arms. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then changing it over. Really plant that right foot, and then opening to the side. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, don't fall over, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're gonna hug those knees in. Let's take some stretches through the lower back, into the glutes. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. Big squeeze. We'll take a couple more here. 1 and 2. So let's cross the right foot over. We're going to fold it forward, and then we'll bring it right back up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Okay, so let's change it over to the other side. So folding forward, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, good job. Okay, so open those arms. Let's hug the body here. So bring those arms all the way around. Nice big squeeze. Inhaling and exhaling. All right. And then we'll focus a little bit on the shoulders, so rotating forward and then back. And then we'll do some hugs here again, bring it back to center. And then again, we'll go for some rotations in the elbows. And in the other direction. Okay, so let's bring it to center here. So if you're using the length of your mat, just find the center. And then we're going to step it off to the right side and then back over to the center here. And then again, over to the left side. So let's go for 10 repetitions. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that right back to the center. Okay, so we're going to just take a quick break, grab a drink, and then we're going to move into the strengthening component for the day today. All right, so let's start off first with the double arm chest press. And what we're going to do is we're going to integrate some core into this one. So let's hit the mat. We're going to do bridge chest press. Okay, so we're going to actually hold that bridge and we're going to do our chest press to the sky. Okay, so go ahead, get down to your mat, have your drink, take your rest, and then we'll start. Lots of talking today. My throat is already dried out. Okay, so right back here, we're going to get into that bridge position, and then we're going to go for some chest presses up and down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for 12 reps. So pushing through the heels of the feet, squeezing the glutes, big lift up, and then lower back down. So remember to breathe out. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2. We got 1 and 2. All right, good job. So let's just take a little rest here, and then we're going to repeat that movement. So we're going to aim for just 2 sets on that one today. So we're going to do a nice little mix of things. We'll work a little bit between 2 and 3 sets, anywhere between 12 and 15 reps. Okay, so let's get back to it. We're going to come back down to the mat here. Lift those hips up, pushing through the heels of the feet, squeezing the glutes. Nice big lift. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2, big lift. We got 1 and 2. All right, good job. Okay, so let's lower those arms down. We'll come right back up. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to come back up to the feet. Let's grab a drink. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some rows. So if you have a band, great. If you don't, I'm going to do a demo with the band for rowing. So if you want to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to do the demo with the dumbbells. So for the row with the band, you're going to be in that seated position, and we're going to do the double arm row. Now notice I'm not using the handles. I just grip below the handles to get the resistance that I need to do the rowing part. Okay. All right. So then for the other one, if you're using the dumbbells, you're going to be in that bent over position, and we're going to go rowing up and down. Okay, so just making sure that the back is flat. Don't round your back out, and then don't arch it here. You just want to make sure that you have a nice natural neutral curve of the spine. Okay. All right, so for the first one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the band. So if you guys have the band, you can join me with that. And then for those that are doing the dumbbells, you can do that. Okay, so let's get ready. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice big squeeze. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3 on this one. We got 1, 2, and 3. All right, nice work. Okay, so let's take a rest. And then on the second set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dumbbells. Now, if you want, you can change it up and do the dumbbell on the second set if you like, or you can reverse it. And if you're doing, you did the dumbbells on the first set, you can do the bands. Okay, so we're still focusing on the back muscles, still working on those areas, just standing or seated. Okay, so in that bend position, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 3. We got 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, nice work. Okay, so let's grab a quick little drink, rest, recover, and then we're going to move on to something that I call snow angels, and we're going to be integrating some dumbbells. Now, for the dumbbell snow angel one, you usually have to drop your weight down, so like 3s or 5s for that, depending on who you are. But just being aware that with that movement, we're working in a full range of motion movement. So just please just take caution in that movement and adjust your weight accordingly for that movement. Okay, so knees are going to be bent in this one. Our arms are going to come all the way up and we're going to lower all the way down, okay? So we're going to go for 12 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good, perfect. Okay, now while we're taking an intermittent rest on that, let's just hit the floor. I'm going to add in some abs for this next one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lay back, and then we're going to go for some quarter crunches all the way up, all the way down. Now just remember, you're not sitting all the way up. We're just working quarterly here. All right, so here we go. Big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And 5. Now just take a big stretch here, big reach. Take a few seconds of rest, and then we're going to go back to standing snow angels again. Okay, so again, remember just to do caution on the lifts out to the sides. So just caution your weight amounts, okay? Okay, so knees are bent. Here we go. Nice big lift. 1. We should feel that heart rate elevated a little bit doing those 2 back-to-back exercises. And then I shorten the rest period on this one just to help with that heart rate elevation. All right, so we're going to aim for 6 more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one here, and 6. All right, good job. Okay, so let's hit the floor again. So laying flat. So we're gonna go for those quarter curls. All right, so big lift up, breathing out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so that was set number 2. We're gonna take a rest. Okay. Now for the next movement, we're gonna move on to some legs. We're gonna do 2 back-to-back movements. We're gonna start off with the squat. So we're gonna start in the center here. So notice my feet are just underneath the hips. Now I'm gonna step wider, slightly wider actually, than hip width apart. I'm gonna take my squat down, bring it back to center, and then step again slightly wider, squat down again, and then bring it back to center. So 6 on each side, total of 12. We'll do that. And then we're gonna hit the floor again, and we're gonna do some bridges. We're gonna focus on the hamstrings and the glutes. Okay, so we're gonna step out nice and wide. So we're gonna squat that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good work. Okay, so let's hit the floor. We're going to do some bridges. Now you're going to take your dumbbell, rest it onto the hips, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do hip lift up and down. So we're going to go hip lift 1, then I'm going to get you to do hip lift, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for some marches. All right, so we're gonna aim for 12 of the regular ones, and then in between with those marchers are just a bonus. Okay, so nice big lift up. We got 1, lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, lower, 2, lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, lower, lift, 3, oops, lift, back up, march it, 1, 2, 3, 4, back down, lifting up, back down, back up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back up. And for some marches, 1, 2, 3, 4, back down, squeeze it up, butt cheeks tight, lower back down, back up for some marches, 1, 2, 3, 4, back down, lift it up, back up for some marches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a couple more left here. Big lift up, squeeze the butt, lower down, back to march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so last 2. 1, march it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be number 2. Big lift up, squeeze the glutes, lower back down. And then for some marches, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, nice work. Okay, so I hope you felt that one pretty good. All right, so grab a drink, rest up. We're going to go back to those squats. Okay, so now just remember that with these squats, we're doing a slightly wider than hip width apart, okay? So here's our hip width, and then I just take my foot and I literally step 1 extra step out, okay? All right, so we start at the center first. So here we go. We'll step it out, squat down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, nice work, guys. Okay, so let's get back down to the floor again. We're going to do another set of those hip lifts. Okay, so pushing through the heels of the feet, we're going to squeeze that butt, then lower back down. Let's get our marches in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 2. Big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Back to march. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last round here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Good job, guys. I hope that burned your butt. All right, so we're back up to the feet again. Let's take a quick little rest, grab yourself a drink. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to move on to some bicep curls, and we're going to do something for the triceps as well. Okay, so take your break, grab a drink. And actually, you know what? Today I will demonstrate some band arm curls. Actually, I'm going to show you a couple different variations of arm band curls. I have 2 different types of bands here. So I've got ones with the handle. So just take your break. I'm just going to give you a couple different options here. So if you've got your bands, you can do your arm curls for something different. So just remember, if you need extra resistance, you can step the feet apart. If you need less resistance, you can put one foot on that band, depending on the resistance of your band. So you've got those. And then I love working with these. These are a great little product that I sponsor. And this is band curls. And there are so many different types of exercises that you can do with these bands. Are amazing. So we've got these kinds of curls. So if you've got a band that looks like that, that is a great way to use that band. Okay, so we're going to start off with our dumbbell curls up and down. So we're going to go for 12 reps. So nice big lift up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more here, and 12. All right, good job. Okay, so we're gonna hit the mat again. We're going to do some skull crushers. Such a nice word, eh? Skull crushers. I like to call them tricep extensions because that's actually the anatomical movement that the arms are doing. So we're going to bring the arms all the way up, and then you're just going to lower down to just where the hairline meets the forehead. So just coming down nice and easy. Nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job. Okay, so let's take a rest. So I'm going to integrate the band next. So whether you guys want to use the handles or your dumbbells, that's fine too. So I'm just going to go with a double foot here, about hip width apart on this one. All right, so here we go. Nice big lift up. We got 1, 2. Now what I really like about these bands is that I have resistance obviously going on the way up, and as you pull up too, the resistance gets tougher. But then also like on the way down with these bands, the way the quality of these bands and also the tension is important, that you get a nice tension on the way down as well. Okay, so I know with some bands at low quality or the tension's just not enough, whatever the case is, you just don't get that same resistance. So nice big lift up. We got a couple more here. 1 and 2. All right. Okay, so back to the floor again. We're going to do those tricep extension movements. So I'm just using 1 dumbbell for this one. And then I'm going to integrate some abs by extending my legs to the sky. So just maintaining a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So let's extend the arms. We're going to lower down and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3 more if you can. If you don't, just stop at 12. Last one. And rest. Okay, so nice work. So let's grab a quick drink. Let's rest up. We're going to move on to something else. So we have about 10 minutes left before we start to focus on the cool down. So for the next exercise, we're going to focus on some shoulder raises. So for the first exercise, what we're going to do, we're going to double up. We're going to go side raise, and then I'm going to have you alternate 1, and 2. Okay, so I usually always go a little bit on the lighter side in comparison to say like my biceps are going to be a little bit more stronger sometimes than say my lateral raises or my front raises. So I always tend to go based on that. If those muscles are a little bit weaker, drop the weights down so that you can maintain a good steady repetition range. All right, so here we go. Nice big lift to the side. We go 1 and then alternate here. 1, 2, okay? And then we got 2. Nice big lift. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. So we got this, guys, looking good. Last one here, 12. Nice big stretch up or big reach up. Okay, so let's do something else for the core in between. So let's get onto the mat. We're going to focus on some obliques. So what I want you to do here is sit into V sit, and then we're going to go some rotation side to side. Now, you can do this with or without weight. So you can take a nice rotation side to side with the weight if you like, or just do your body weight. So sitting back, here we go. We got 1, 2, we're going to aim for 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, woo, and rest. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so we're going to go back to those lateral raises. So take a rest, grab a drink, take your time, not rushing into it. Give yourself a few seconds. So just remember here that when we're doing this movement, we've got the knees are bent, the feet are just underneath the shoulder or underneath the hips, well, yeah, I guess they're underneath the shoulders and the hips technically. And then we're going to do that lateral raise to the side, and then we've got the alternating to the front, okay? All right, so we'll get ready. Abs tight. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more now. We got 12 here. All right, nice job, guys. Okay, so let's hit that mat again. We're gonna do those rotations. So sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna rotate, rotate. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, nice job. Okay, before we cool it down, let's finish off with some calf raises. Now, I'm going to take you through a three-way, we'll call it, a three-way calf raise. So feet are neutral. We're going to go up. Then I'm going to have you pigeon toe, and then I'm going to have you point out. Okay, so we're going to go for a total of 12 actually on that one. So let's get ready. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job. Okay, so that we'll take a rest and then we'll do one more set of those and then we'll stretch it out. You guys are doing amazing. So just take a few minutes, grab a drink, and then we're gonna move on. Okay. All right. A few more seconds on the clock there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big lift up. We got 1, pigeon toe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, squeaking out a couple more here, 14, and 15. All right, nice job. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, let's interlock the fingers, take a nice big stretch up, big reach through the body, and a little side stretch here. Side stretch to the other side. Let's bring it back to center. Take a little rolling of the upper back. Drop the chin to the chest. And then let's relax. Okay, so elbow rotations. And then in the other direction. All right. Okay, so interlock those fingers, press those palms away again, drop that chin to the chest, then inhale, lift all the way up. Take a big stretch. And then let's lower down. Okay, so let's draw the heel in towards the glute. Take a big reach on the left side. So my left arm is rising to the sky. And then we're going to change over to the other side. So big lift up here, big squeeze in. Then let's relax. Okay, take your right foot, cross it over the left in front. Then let's just slowly work our way down. We're going to take a nice little stretch through the hips. So rounding out the back a little bit, fingertips to the floor. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And then we're just going to roll it up. And then let's change it over. So crossing the left foot over the right, rolling down, rounding out that back. And then we'll gently roll it back up. Okay, so let's stretch out the calves. So let's bring the right leg behind. I've got my right heel pressed to the floor. Just notice my knee is a little bit on, it's straighter here. Keeping the front knee bent, you want to sink into that. So pushing that heel into the floor, taking a nice stretch. And then we'll change it over to the other side. Press the left heel into the floor here, and then bending into the right knee. So remember to breathe here, don't hold the breath. And then we'll just bring that right back to center. So we're going to step off to the right side, sink into the right knee, extend that left leg. And then let's bring that right back to center and then over to the left side. Okay, so let's bring that right back to center. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the workout for today. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you back here real soon. Take care. Bye for now.